Hello again, and right after a video I uploaded, I'm gonna make another one because I was just talking with you guys about the double jump as a ability which you can unlock through a level interaction with another asset. Pretty simple casting thing. I have two videos I think about this, and you also asked for a text showing up, and yeah, you a flawless monkey. What a nice name. Actually, both of you have great names, guys. And yeah, you got a good idea about the UI. It's gonna be cool and simple, and in the motion it's not gonna be blurry. So this is a good idea, and the other one is actually mine, which I'm gonna use and show you how it works with some cool coding stuff. Nice. Okay, great. We're gonna jump straight into it, and as you can see, it's about old projects. I'm not gonna use the double jump skill because I would have to go into the mesh and change the variables because it can be done only if we are on the ground. Blah blah blah. So my ability is gonna be using scope because on the right mouse button I'm using scope. So we're gonna now make a new variable, which is gonna be ability use scope, for example. This is gonna be the name. And now right mouse button. So like I said, you have already this implemented, you want to prevent it. So before every code, in case of your jumping, it will be do the jump, and first one is gonna be always done, and the ability is gonna prevent the rest of the code in your case. But probably you also have it like you're counting how many jumps you made, but it depends on your project. Like I said, we're gonna stick into my scope. So now add a new branch in the beginning of the code, asking if we have this ability. If true, we're gonna do the code. If not, we can do nothing. Pretty easy, right? So yep, it is also at false by the default, and we're gonna make a new blueprint, and it's gonna be not a pawn, it's gonna be an actor. I was pretty fast and I clicked the wrong button. It's gonna be actor and ability give away, for example. So open it up. Okay, let's. What the heck just happened? What's wrong with my interface now? Okay, I don't care. That was weird. In any case, we're gonna make a new scene. So this main one is gonna be forgotten. I'm sorry for that. I'm gonna make a cube, obviously. So it's gonna represent our actor, our ability giver. So okay, it's gonna stand. We're gonna give it some nice material. Chair. Yeah, now it looks great. That looks pretty kind of a ability giver. Yeah. Now a second thing, add a new component, and it's gonna be a sphere collision. So now you don't see it because it's so small, but if we can make it like this, it's way bigger, but it's I think too big. We're gonna stick to 400. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, it's hidden in game. So if we actually place our, is it gonna be visible? Yes, great. Okay, we're gonna place the ability giver over here, so we see the radius still. Okay, so my character is gonna fit. Good. Now we also add a text to the cube. So add a component, and it's gonna be text render. And move it to the top, for example, or maybe we can make it even nicer if more. Okay, advanced. Yeah, we're gonna make it advanced. So we're gonna make the cube add a component, and it's gonna be a, how do you call it, a spring arm? Yeah, that was the name. This is the spring arm, and like you can see, the X is looking towards this direction and the line is actually on the wrong one. And I'm gonna change that by putting the length minus 100. Is it enough? Yes, it's gonna be still always outside. Great. Okay, set it to 0. Now at the end of the spring arm, we're gonna add our text render, and let's see, it's relative to location. Okay, great. The X is looking towards the camera. Okay, not yet, but yeah, well, it's mine now. Okay, now let's actually, the text is shredded. Like you can see, it's a little bit wrong because it's attached to the cube that is actually rescaled. We have the sphere, it doesn't matter, but the spring arm is also attached to the cube, and that's why if we actually do it like this, reset the scale and attach it once again to the cube, now it's okay. Yeah, great. Now we select our text and let's say we gave it press, oh, without press E to interact, like E, maybe like, oh, wrong, like this. Okay, for example, or use E, for example, I don't care, it doesn't matter so much. So now the horizontal is gonna be center and it's gonna be center everywhere. Now the text itself should always also look in the camera, and the spring arm should always rotate to our character. This is what we're gonna do in the event graph. So now you can make it tick, or you can make it like without a tick. Custom event. Look at player. Actually, you can use spaces here, so don't worry. I made it. I don't know why, because I might do it never like this. I probably just wanted to show it. May contain spaces. Great. Okay, so now let's do a timer. I'm gonna make 0.05, for example. So it's gonna be looped, nothing else we're gonna change here. And the timer is gonna be, actually we're gonna make still the clear event. So it's gonna be custom event again. Look at player stop. Yep, great. And we are gonna stop it, yeah, when you're too far. Yeah, we're gonna keep on it. Okay, now look at player everything. So we're gonna get our spring arm first and set world rotation. Okay, and we're gonna maintain only the Z rotation, so we can actually right click and split struct bin. We maintain only the Z, so we need now somehow our character. Now, ability giveaway, we can access the character in a few ways. Actually, we're gonna select our sphere, the collision sphere, and component begin overlap, yeah, and obviously we're gonna add the second one, which is the end overlap. Great. So now, on component begin overlap, other actor, cast to first person character. This is the object, and we're gonna store it, promote a variable, and it's gonna be car ref, like character reference. Okay. We're not gonna we're gonna cast to it, so we're gonna check if the actor, actually our first person actor, exited the sphere, but we're not gonna set it because it's gonna return nothing if we set it from here, so be careful. So now we have our first person character when we come close, and this is the moment where we actually start our look at player. So we can either find it or we can look at it like this. It's way easier to pull it out, and this is the stop when you go out, so we don't need to have it rotated in the wall and updated, because it's, yeah, unnecessary when you're too far away. Another thing about the text, we're gonna make it disappear when we are too far away and appear when we are close. So set visibility, duplicate like this, also the same target. Great, and new visibility, yes, and false to the when we are exiting. Okay, now for the rotation, back to the rotation. As we now have our character reference, now let's say we're gonna take our cube because this is our source. Get world location, and now find look at rotation. So from the cube center to our, oh yeah, we need the world location of our character reference. Okay, so of the root component, it doesn't matter so much probably. Yep, and we split this, and we need only the Z rotation, and the rest remains on 0. Okay, so we can also make this a function, for example, if you want, or just collapse it. So it's gonna be like rotate spring. What am I typing? Spring arm, yes. Yeah, this is the first one, but we have no output, so we need to do it like this. And now we are able, what the heck? Use, okay, we need to go back. Now we are able to continue the code. So now as we rotate our after that we wanna rotate the text render in the same way looking on our camera. So now we grab our character reference again and set world rotation like this, and we're not gonna split anything here. Get world location of the scan camera because we're gonna look at the camera. Great. Oh no, it's the wrong camera. Get camera, first person camera. Yes, this is the camera we want to use, and it's world location, and fine, look at rotation, and this is obviously the target, and we need the text render. Get world location, so put it like this together. Yep, and this is the new rotation, and this is gonna be a function, for example, and it's gonna be rotate text. So okay, function wasn't the best approach on that, but it's still smaller as the wall code. But you can keep on that actually, to be honest, because function we are not gonna reuse it anywhere, so it's not needed. But still, okay. Now we rotate the text, rotate and this is great. Let's compile and save that. So we now have only, before we have the ability itself, we have the text. So let's use E, yeah, and it's looking on me, yeah. And even better, the text is coming back because it's on the spring arm, but it's on the center, so yeah, it's actually getting inside of the object. So maybe that wasn't necessary, but still you can do this spring arm and no collision test. Compile and save, and Alt P, and let's see, and now it stays here. Wow, we fixed that, and it's always matching the camera. So this is my approach. Great, and now we want our ability to use scope because I cannot use it yet. So we already had the code when you go inside, and we're gonna do once because we have this ability, or maybe we're gonna make a branch, for example, because do once will be resetted every new load of the map if you don't prevent it with another branch. So you have or another boolean, so you have the need to use a branch anyway. So now branch, we're gonna get the character reference and get ability scope. And if it's true, we're gonna do nothing because we have the ability. And if it's false, we're gonna set ability. Whoa, no, set ability. I don't know why this keeps actually showing up. Ability. Okay, whatever. So we set it to true, so we can use the scope. We can also make some, I don't know, play sounds, add some animation or some emitters, whatever. So we already have it, and now compile, save, get a gun. I cannot use scope, and actually, yeah, I fucked up because you wanted to have it on a button instead of the approach. So now we are gonna not delete, but we're gonna separate it. Now enable input when we are approaching the ability giveaway, and oops, wrong. Disable input, yeah. And the player controller is gonna be get player controller, and both are index 0 because it's one player, first player, so we don't need any and information from this side. So compile and save, and now if we press E key, for example, there it is. If we press it, it's gonna check if we have this ability. If not, it's gonna grant it. So compile and save, and we're gonna check immediately. I cannot use it. I press E. Oh yeah, I'm using E to actually separate the gun, so I need to use a different one. So R key, yep, great. Compile and save, Alt and P, yep, and R. I still cannot use it. Now I still cannot use it. There should be R, but we are using the E button, and now we can use the scope. Woo! That works, and it also kills the blue ones and not the other colors. Yay! I think that was the request you wanted. If you need anything else, just let me know. I will take a look. Maybe I will be able to help you even further with the project. And yep, that's it. I hope you enjoy, I hope you helped, and I wish you the best with the project. Cheers!